how we're able to, one, build our own communities of people that, like you mentioned right at the beginning of this, like you watch my content, you love all my stuff, right? You're the ideal person that I want to join my community. But there's also people that I want to be able to service with what it is that I do. And I want those people to join my community, just like using radio and doing what you're doing now with video. You're trying to create your own tribe and your own community as well. And I thought this was really important because I don't necessarily think, and specifically with the people that you target as far as your ideal demo, right? They don't really look at building a community online. They are very much like in the physical world, right? Mm-hmm. They want to have their clients that stick with them for a long time, but they don't ever really feel like that community does transfer to a digital product. But if you can give me some insight on, kind of going back to your radio days and how that's transitioned, how have you seen community really thrive in what it is that you do and offer?
It's really interesting because for the longest time, since I started helping contractors get business from homeowners, I've really had two communities. I have two customers. I have the contractor, and they pay me to get their name out, either on broadcast radio or on digital with video and so forth. But ultimately, their customer, Mr. and Mrs. Smith, the homeowner, they consume the content that we build, whether it's on radio or online. So it's really interesting. I balance these two different communities where the homeowner trusts us, and also where the contractor gets business from that trusting homeowner. Does that make sense?
Yeah, no, I mean, to me, it sounds like it's the impactfulness of not only being heard, but seen at the same time. And I think when you hit everybody from every angle, right? And then, because what's the last part of the step? Usually it's that somebody, okay, they hear him on the radio, they might see him scrolling one day. And then let's say when they have that problem, they go to where everybody usually goes, and they go to Google and they look for, and this is no fault to anybody else, they just Google, I need help with this thing, right? And subconsciously, what happens? Well, the person that they've heard multiple times, possibly seen multiple times, and then now they see it on the page, they're going to click that person. They're not going to usually waste their time with other people until something down the road maybe causes that to happen. But I think having those two things work in tandem helps that ultimate click and then the ultimate call kind of down the road from there, if somebody doesn't come from like the direct response radio right out of the gate, right?
Absolutely.
But for me, it's that tandem for sure, being seen and heard. And I probably should do more audio related stuff with what it is that I do, but I'm the video guy, right? So I'm always going to put my heart and soul into making the video stuff work. But you mentioned in kind of that, like, trust is like a huge component, right? Why do you think, because I've heard this in so many pieces of content, why do you think today, like, trust is at an all-time low?
Well, there's a lot of reasons. I'll tell you one thing, for better or for worse. And by the way, I'll preface this by saying I love AI technology, artificial intelligence. I use it every day. I even use it on radio. Not what you hear, but maybe how we prepare something. Like if we need to prepare a 30-second radio commercial as part of the show, I'll have ChatGPT literally write me an exact 30-second spot on these 3 points, right? And so it's great. But one thing I found is, believe it or not, a lot of people are going back to radio and television to verify. So let me give you an example. You see President Trump on Instagram, Facebook, whatever, a post on Twitter or X, and he says, we're being attacked by the Russians. Are we? Don't know. But I will tell you, at least my generation, we're going to go immediately to the radio and television to verify, because we know that Fox, NBC, CBS, the radio stations will be authentic.